our next
All
speaker
right. So
is
we are going
Sophia,
to move on to
and
our
she
next
is
speaker.
just phenomenal. So let's see what Sophia has to say.
Hey everyone, I am Sofia Rego and I'm based in Stockholm, Sweden. So to start off with is I am a body therapist and it all started when I was at age of 7. I was inspired to be a massage therapist at an early age because I saw how it can affect a person's body. Uh, Moving forward, I was always drawn to massage and I wanted to learn. So my grandmother was the one who kind of directed me towards learning the Indian science. So that's Ayurveda. So that's my foundation. And I've been working in different parts of the world. I also worked in different areas of the massage industry, more to kind of understand the whole aspect of it. One of the things when I moved to Sweden, I kind of hit rock bottom in a way. I was going through what I call it now deep awareness with blocks. So I was seeking for different kind of support when it comes to well-being, mental health, and so on. And I came across workshops. And it was for free, and I was making sure I attended all of them. I kind of got connected with a wide range of coaches and therapists along the way. And that kind of sparked an interest to start a project called Holistic Concierge. Working at the hotel industry, we would always direct customers to where they could go to eat or what treatments they could take. And that kind of, from a kind of a industry of the hotel industry to kind of direct people. It's more service industry. I kind of took it into the holistic aspect of it, where I was supporting my friends, directing them to people they might get help from when it comes to even connecting friends to their future husbands. It came kind of grew to be something where I wanted to support myself and the healers around me. And it all became because it's the world of being online. There's so many things happening. And I know I'm doing so much work behind doors that no numbers of followers could really get there because my clients in Sweden, we have this rule called GDPR where we cannot share our clients' information. Of course, I won't keep it private, but not many of my clients were following me on social media. So I felt, okay, if I'm going through this, I'm sure there are other people. And going back to how my grandmother guided me to starting my studies in Ayurveda, I think early on, I wished I had many other kind of guides who would kind of direct me to what work I was meant to do. As very intuitive, sensitive person, I would always feel drawn to going and working with someone. And that was where the connection built. And so now I'm working very much to kind of support healers all around the world to kind of just put them out, share the information, share the work that they're doing to the world. And being from Stockholm, I think it's not very common. You have a lot of Swedish speaking coaches and therapists, and I'm more catering to the English community and the Swedish community. And we have so many beautiful healers in the US that I love working with. And I was like, okay, this is something that is going to be a supportive for the collective and not only for Sweden or for the US. It's going to work for everybody. So it all started there, and now I've been working with a bunch of beautiful healers all around the world. And it all started with India, one of my first experts that worked with color therapy, and I found her on Instagram, and I started to follow her journey. And 4 years later, we still in contact. We still have workshops together. So I kind of hold space for different healers, and I collaborate with them. So it might be an expert that does Tibetan singing bowls, and I do body work. So we kind of collaborate and kind of share the work there. So in person or online. And so that's where I started to kind of curate a list of experts that are doing different kind of works. It might be even doing similar work that I do, because I don't see any competition. And I think when it comes to a seeker, so if I'm a seeker looking for a therapy, I want to able to have an like a range of people that I can pick from or I can resonate from. So that's what I'm trying to do, just to kind of put a wide range of therapies online and get them out there. So I feature them, I do lives with them, so you can kind of connect, and I share their information. So if you know any expert that is in the holistic world and that you would like to recommend, send their names across to me. I would love to kind of connect with them and see if you'd be willing to be a part of the Holistic Concierge team. So, yes, that's what I do.
Sophia, you still have time. Could you talk about your physical, not just the holistic concierge, but could you talk about the physical massage work that you do and the different types? That way people can understand and know you're too far away, but maybe something resonates with them inside the work you do, and maybe they can find a local healer that creates the kind of healing that you create.
Yes, so I started as an intuitive therapist because it was very much, I felt it in my bloodstream that I was meant to do this. I was able to connect with people through touch. So when I started my business 4 years ago, it all started with a burnout, like many of us go through, and it kind of like I said, talked about, I don't call it depression, I call it deep awareness, and the universe was pushing me to kind of go deeper into clearing my kind of traumas that I've had through. And I was able to kind of work through and customize each of my clients' sessions. So when I work with the body, I kind of have a conversation with my clients, trying to understand just the baseline of where they're coming from. I always start the session with setting an intention. I set them three intention, which becomes your mantra. So if you feel like you're stressed, what's the positive aspect of it? That you're relaxed and you are in a peaceful, mindful state. So that would be your intention that you want to achieve at the end of the session. So that also, because in during the session, how we feel is always, oh, I've got to do this and I've got to do this. So how can we pause our mind is to direct our ears to the music that's playing during a session, and then using the mantras. One of the other things I also work is I have kind of gifts where I'm able to connect with the spirit world, where I'm able to get the messages that's coming in for you. So my sessions are very healing. I do in person and online sessions when it comes to Akashic records, and as a crystal Reiki healer, which I've been since 2007. It's been a while. So yes, I work online too, and I do a lot of that work. One of my I would say my expertise would be connecting with unborn babies. So, pregnant women, when they come for massages, I'm able to speak to the babies and they give me clear messages. And it's fun to talk to them too during those sessions. I work very much with healthcare in Sweden. It's something what we call health benefits that you get from the government, where you are able to receive, go for yoga sessions, massage sessions. So that's how I also connect with the regular world, where we don't talk about the spirit world, but they're more into getting connected with their bodies. So I kind of bring them and give a little bit of taste of the Indian therapy, because I'm not a typical Swedish therapist. So yeah, so that's much more work that I do in person. Another part of the healthcare is working with COVID nurses. That was one of my moments working as a therapist during the COVID times was, okay, do I pause my company or do I move forward doing the work I'm doing? And it came very evident at that point that touch healing or touch therapy was needed in those 2 years. And working with the COVID nurses brought me lots of comfort that I could give back to the community and the first responders. So, yeah, I if you're interested into body therapy, I do a lot of advice online. I'm being called an inspirational coach, so I help support you and get you to think out of the box. I use the energy centers to kind of help you kind of um, understand how you can go through it. Many times people, when they talk about energy center, they be kind of go into what's not working. On the other hand, I look at what is working, and then we kind of amplify that energy center and support you. Yes, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Awesome. Thank you for all of that. That's amazing. Let's go ahead and open up the floor to questions. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, so I have a few. Can you explain color therapy? You said that you have a coach who you do color therapy with, and I would love to know what color therapy is.
So there are different types of color therapy. So you have the chakra system, which goes with the colors of the rainbow. So you have the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. Again, red for the root, orange for the sacral, yellow for the solar plexus, heart is the green, and you have the throat, which is blue, third eye, purple, and then violet, which is your crown. Now, the color therapy that the friend of mine does it in India, it's the foundation of Ayurveda, which is five metaphysical and five physical elements. So there is a whole kind of understanding that goes with it. But the coolest part is that you use felt pens, like color pens, and you use it for different elements. Suppose if you have cough, then you would use black. Now, if I go into details, that will take 2 hours. So if you're interested, I will love to direct you to Pooja. She does wonderful workshops. But one tip I can give you today, if you know the thumb is your head in hand reflexology, if you are stressed and if you want peaceful mind, take a white nail polish and just kind of mark it around your nail right there. That will bring you some peace of mind because, again, white is for peace. So that's why you use different colors representing the different kind of elements in your body. And so, suppose if you want to bring down an allergy reaction, then you use green. So, there is a whole kind of concept behind this, and it works very much with your fingers and the hand reflexology. Yes.
Awesome. I love that. Does anybody else have any other questions?
I just want to make sure that Sophia and I can get connected because I want to see if she wants to come do the retreat I'm planning in Belize for maybe next October. I would love to have her come do some work for the ladies.
I would love that too. Like I said, I love traveling, and Holistic Concierge is not about being in one place. It's all about traveling and exploring different places and meeting up with amazing experts around the world. So, yes, Linda, we should connect and talk about a retreat.
Let's do that. You can do that for us, right, Brittany? You can get us
Yeah,
together.
I can connect you on Facebook.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. Does anybody else have any questions? I have a few that I can ask, so let me know if you have questions. I know that in the chat it says thank you. They're going to try that. I think that's the thumb and the white. Now, I do have a question. Does it have to be left or right hand, or is it your dominant over your...
No, it's both.
Okay.
And the beauty of this, and this is where it all started, was example, Pooja, who does color therapy, she was doing it and I found her on Instagram. And being a kind of a Reiki healer, a chakra practitioner, knowing the colors that we use on a daily basis and as an energy center, I found it very curious that she was using it in a different way. And she has so much information on her profile that you can literally browse through and go, okay, I have a cough. What can I use? Oh, I have, and it's explained so well and so simple. But it's you having the foundation makes it so much easier to understand the whole aspect of it. So I would highly recommend to go and attend one of her workshops. She does a lot of intro workshops where she does the sessions, and I will be also hosting some online sessions with her. So I will just let us know and we will keep you posted.
Go for it, Linda.
Did you say you do Reiki remotely? Can you do
Yes,
that?
I do.
I
Yes,
did not know that was cool. That's awesome.
yes. So the Reiki, so for me, the story was when I was almost 18. I saw a post of my Reiki master, and I did not know what Reiki was. This is now 2007. I was still very young and I did not know about energy work. I was just drawn to her energy. So in Reiki, how it is you have level one, which is where you learn how to give yourself Reiki. Level two is where you learn how to give others, and you give on distance. And then you have level three, which again, in the Reiki community, there are different um, kind of lineages and the teachings are different. So then you can go into your Reiki master and then you have a Reiki teacher. So it kind of goes on. I took it a different path, and I just, without knowing, unconsciously, I was using Reiki on my clients because I was in the hotel industry and energy healing wasn't well known at that point. It was more the physical aspect and not the emotional aspect. But because I was a channel, I did not know I was using it, but the clients were open to it. So I was giving them energy healing. And they would always come to me at the end of the session and they're like, there's something about you, but we can't point. And I had the same feeling. I was like, there's something about me, but I cannot point, until only a few years later that I was like, oh, yeah, I'm a Reiki practitioner. Why am I still standing? But it was this old kind of limiting, like you can't talk about that you're a Reiki healer. But I'm blessed to be in Sweden. It's actually accepted by the government to get it as a healthcare. So when I work with nurses, they actually come to me and they go, "Let's skip the massage. Can we do some Reiki healing today?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" So they are very open to energy work in Sweden, and it also helped me to stand in my power when I moved here 10 years ago. So it has helped me and supported me quite a bit. I love being in Sweden.
All right, one last question, unless
Yes.
somebody else has one, but I have another one.
Okay.
So we have the I am statement from Linda. And, it's very powerful to say I am and to look in the mirror and to really reinforce that. You talk about mantras. What would one of your biggest mantras that you share with clients be that they can add to that when they're doing their I am statements? They can add a really, what's like a generic, the best generic mantra. We all have our own, but what would be one that you would highly suggest?
So, as I am a therapist and I do a lot of kind of different therapies, and the one mantra I would take is from Access Consciousness, and it goes like this: all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. Say it with me. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. I'm going to say it once again. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. Now, there are some of us in the Access world, we do this 100 times. And another one of the Access tools I would say to kind of use is if you're talking about money, and you can go like this: I don't want money. I don't want money. I Don't Money is one of the beautiful tools of access consciousness that I have personally used, and it works wonders. So, yeah, there's beautiful clearings and tools from access consciousness. If you've not experienced it, just Google on YouTube, or yeah, YouTube access consciousness, and put, maybe it could be a relationship clearing, or it could be money clearing, it could be mindfulness clearing. It could be anything. So just write access consciousness and you'll find tons of tools that you can use.
Awesome. Thank you so much.